Hey guys, Michael B. the Game Genie here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 3 Tuesday. First thing I want to do is say thank you to the people who made video responses last week. They are Mark, Lactobacillus Prime, Phil the Conquistador. Phil was a new channel I just found out about. Phil seems like he makes great videos, seems like a really funny guy, check him out. SNES Mapper, The Gamester 90, Gary James. Gary, great to see you again. Ed made a funny comment when he realized you were making responses again. He said, hey, if all I knew it would take is for Top 3 Tuesday to come back to get Gary back on YouTube, I would have done it sooner. Ooh, snowplow. Great, I just got my driveway done. Fun living in Canada. And Captain Frugal. So guys, this week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Back when I first started doing Top 3 Tuesday, one of the first responses was from a guy by the name of Russ Lyman. And Russ is a fantastic YouTuber who's doing a very fun thing for March called Mega March. He reached out to Mike Tendo as well. Mike did a review of Mega Man 3, which is fantastic, and they had a bit of a funny part in that, including Mike calling him Rustly Man, which I found pretty funny. Anyways, he reached out to me and asked me to ask a question about Mega Man, and I believe he said something about your top 3 Mega Man bosses or powers or something like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make it too complicated, so I decided I was just going to make it very easy. And what's going to be fun about this question is I got a feeling that there's going to be a ton of responses, but what's going to change isn't so much everybody's top 3, but the order that they're in, because when you're talking about Mega Man, you can't help but decide which is the best game, and there's some very heated opinions on what everybody thinks is, you know, the best. I'm not going to go with the best in my top 3. I'm actually just going to go with the top 3 games, Mega Man games, that I play all the time. And this is a pretty simple list for me because I actually didn't own a lot of Mega Man games growing up, but the ones I did have, I loved. So I'm going to start it off immediately with the oddball. My number 3 choice is... I know this is going to be a surprising first choice for a lot of people, but I really like Mega Man on the Game Boy. I know it has obvious flaws that just basically in order to get the character design so big, it kind of affects the platforming where you're used to Mega Man being able to see so much more of the screen, but hey, I just go back to being a kid, and the idea, the concept, I'd be able to play a portable Mega Man game blew my mind. Another thing I really liked about it too was the fact that they didn't just rehash old levels. Sure, they brought back the bosses and everything, but they created new levels and a new adventure to explore, basically a retelling of the games. I loved it. So anyways, it's got a special place in my heart just because of how much time I spent with it as a kid. So I'm sure I have your attention now. Anyways, number 2 is where, in my opinion, the bulk of the debate's going to get, because both these games are going to be on pretty much everybody's list, I would assume. Maybe not, but it's going to be the order in which they appear. So my number 2 choice is... Of course it's Mega Man 3. I give a lot of people a hard time about Mega Man 3 because it's everybody's favorite in the Mega Man series, and I understand it. It's still a really good game and it's a really fun game, but the creator himself has come out and said that it wasn't a finished project. There was all kinds of bugs, and I mean, how many people take a look at that initial title screen and see the little bit of screen tearing on there and don't get a little bit frustrated? I really like Mega Man 3 as well. I haven't spent as much time with it as Mega Man 2, but like it's just that close. It's not that perfect, guys. Relax. It's a great game, but it's a fantastic game, and I think I understand why people like it so much, because it's one of the longer games, and it does throw that ode in there that you go back and fight the Mega Man 2 bosses in the extra stages. I get that. Challenge-wise, I don't find it to be the hardest game. I like some of the... I can't say anymore. Mega Man 3 is really good, but it's just not my favorite Mega Man game. Okay, so anybody waiting right now with bated breath to see what my favorite Mega Man game is, you obviously haven't watched a lot of my videos, because not only is it my favorite Mega Man game, but it's my favorite NES game of all time as well. Of course it's Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's the first game that I ever got that I absolutely fell in love with. I like the slick controls, it's very basic. Sure, it doesn't have Rush yet, but it does have the added powers. To me, this is the point where Mega Man peaked. Everything else was just basically filler that came in it. Like, people talk about the Russ yet other additions. It's like the episode of The Simpsons where they tried to reinvent Malibu Barbie and they just gave her the new hat. That's kind of how I feel. I know that's not a popular opinion, but it is. I just love Mega Man 2. To me, it has the best music, the best level design, the best bosses. It's my favorite. I know it's the easiest. I don't care. It's still my favorite. So anyways, guys, that's this week's top three Mega Man games. What I want you to do is feel free to leave a comment down the comment section below and I'll take a look at those. But if you have the opportunity, feel free to make a video response and make sure when you do it, because it's been happening a lot in the last couple of weeks, people have just been posting them to YouTube assuming that I have a search engine. I've got like 300-400 subscribers on YouTube. Like, it's not easy to catch a video, especially the way YouTube works now, where not everything comes up automatically in your feed. Things are hidden. So once you make a video response, please send it to me either in the comments to the video, paste your link in the comments of the video, or send it to me over social media to make sure I get it, because guys, I really want to see these and it breaks my heart when I miss them. The next thing is, if you want to be mentioned in the video like I do at the beginning, please try and send your video responses before Sunday. I know I'm making a lot of pressure here, but I'm a working father of a beautiful 4.5-month-old, and I don't have as much time as I would love. So the last couple of weeks, people have been sending me video responses like as of Monday night saying, "Ooh, just got it in under the wire." I have to make this video like Saturday or Sunday just to have it done in time for Tuesday. So please, if you can have it in, by Sunday, and I will include you in the comments. Just a disclaimer that if you don't have it in by Sunday, I might not be able to mention you in the comments. That's all. Like, still do the video response. You can do it 2 years later for all I care. I love going back and watching them. Actually, back in the day, Gamer didn't respond to a couple of this week's videos, but he went back and did a response to some earlier videos that he missed, and I thought that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed watching those. So anyways, just my disclaimer. If you don't get them in by Saturday night, early Sunday morning, I'm probably not going to get a chance to mention you in the video. I'm sorry, but it's kind of out of my control. I'm busy, especially with the new Zelda. Ooh. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see what your responses are, and I got a feeling this is going to be an interesting discussion. Not a lot of differentiation between the games, but there's going to be some heated discussion on the actual placement of the game. Talk to you next time.